As I said at the top of the service, this week's Torah portion is Vayetze. Begins Vayetze Yaakov mi Ba'er Shava, Vayelech Harana. Jacob exited. He left Beersheba, his childhood home, and set out for Haran. After a while, along his way, the sun begins to set. So Jacob stops to sleep, bamakom, at a place. And he takes one of the stones from that place, me'avnei hamakom, to use as a headrest. Vayishkav bamakom hahu, as he lays down in that place to sleep. In this one sentence, the word makom, place, is written 3 times. Like a premonition, it alerts us that something significant is about to happen. What happens is Jacob has a dream of a ladder connecting earth and heaven, with angels going up and down between the two. And in his dream from above the ladder, Adonai speaks to him and promises to him and his descendants the land he is standing on, and that Adonai will be with him always. Jacob wakes from this dream and declares, Achen yesh Adonai b'makom hazeh ve'anochi lo yadati. Truly, Adonai is in this place, and I didn't know it. Jacob's eyes are opened to awe and holiness. Similar to Moses later at the burning bush, he discovers he is standing on holy ground in sacred space. He takes the stone from under his head and sets it as a monument, anointing it with oil and renaming this place Beit El, House of God. Jacob's dream was a vision. The ladder opened a realm that Jacob couldn't access before Vayetze, before he left home. His consciousness was opened to the awe around him and to Hamakom, the omnipresence of God. And this perhaps foreshadows his future, his renaming as Yisrael, and his importance in the ancestry of the Jewish people and our relationship with God. The place he randomly chose to spend the night became sacred space. And it was from this Torah portion that the rabbis of the Talmud declared Hamakom as another name for God. What does it mean to create sacred space? A church cathedral or a synagogue chapel or sanctuary is typically what we think of as sacred space, and they're designed to be that. But a hospital room can be sacred space. A forest or mountaintop can be sacred space. To a surfer, the ocean can be sacred space. I hope that this space feels sacred tonight. I recently officiated a wedding, my brother's wedding, at a beautiful event space in Silver Lake. And I started the ceremony by focusing the invited guests on our reason for being there and uniting us in that shared purpose, that shared intention. I landed us in that present moment. And with that shared intention, we found the thread that connects us all. And I invoked that by doing so, we were transforming a lovely autumn lawn into sacred space. And we all felt it. what makes space sacred? In Hebrew, the word for holy or sacred is kadosh, which also has a meaning of being set apart. What makes something sacred is that it is set apart from the ordinary, from the daily. This is something we try to attain every Friday night. We step out, netse, we exit our everyday lives, step out of the rest of the week and spend this brief time together with a shared intention, creating and stepping into sacred space. And when we're all really able to give ourselves over to that sacredness, we all feel it. But it's more than just the act of setting apart. What makes something sacred is to recognize in it the presence of the eternal, the ineffable, the unnameable that we sometimes call God, Yud-He Vav-He, Adonai. I also believe that this eternal, ineffable, unnameable is within us all. It is what we are made of, Hamakom, the omnipresence of God, and what connects every living thing. And when we're able to really give ourselves over to it, it's like a blurring of the borders that separate us into egos, into individual bodies. If we allow ourselves to let go of ego for a bit, get lost in prayer, get lost in the music, become permeable, and let our souls connect, we all feel it. And all we need to do is open ourselves to it, put up a ladder to the heavens, so to speak, and open our eyes and see. What a gift that vision is. And since we are celebrating the giving of thanks this week, I will tell you, I feel such gratitude. How grateful, I am so grateful to all of you that you chose to yotze, to exit your ordinary and be here tonight or any Friday night, battling Friday night traffic, end of the week fatigue and inertia. It's all of you that makes this place sacred. Your willingness to be here, to prioritize being here together, and not just to sing and to pray, but also to seek, to study, to explore, to laugh, to cry, to mourn, and to celebrate. That is sacred community. As it says in Pirkei Avot, the wisdom of the fathers, when two are sitting together and there are words of Torah spoken between them, the divine presence rests with them. How the more so with all of us together. What an honor and a privilege to be in sacred space with all of you. Achen yesh Adonai b'makom hazeh, va'ani yodea. Truly God is in this place, and I know it. Happy Thanksgiving. Shabbat Shalom.